Hello everybody, this video is gonna be about a series of swords and knives that I've designed quite a while ago, sometime last year I remember. What these are all in common is that they're all designed to be made from a single sheet of steel. And there are also two things that I haven't decided in these drawings is that what kind of handle scales will they have? Will their handles be cord wrapped, or will they have some kind of wooden handle scales on them? That I haven't decided, so it's up to you, the viewer, to decide. And another thing that I haven't decided is what kind of sheaths or scabbards will they have? That's also up to you to decide. So let's go through them one by one, starting out from this, the one on top. It's called the Celtic knife. It's by far the most basic of all these designs. As you can see, the blade is slightly curved forward, just like a saber. I mean, not really forward, but a bit backwards. Only very slightly. And the hilt is slightly curved forward. You can also see that there is this ring in the hilt and the base of at the end of the hilt. So what it is for is just like that of a karambit. This is a folding one, and yeah, it's out of focus again. The ring is just like this, where you can put your pinky finger in here and making it like more secure and tight and in your hand when you're using it. Another function of it is that it will make it easier to draw from the sheath, because it's meant to be a fixed blade knife. It's not like a folding knife, not like this one here. And the second one is this so-called hand and a half machete that I've drawn. It is designed based on a tracker type knife, which is a type of survival knife that's used in a modern survival, or bushcraft conditions. And this is just a scaled up one that is meant to have a 16-inch blade and a 9-inch hilt. And it's meant to be used either one-handed or two-handed, depending on the size of your hands, and depending on which one do you find more comfortable. And because it's just like the tracker knife that is designed based on, is meant for a type of adventuring or frontier type context, where, as you can see, there is this, the larger bits, the wider bit around here, that makes it more effective at chopping through hard stuff like wood and coconut. And there is also a thinner bit right here, which makes it more suitable for doing fine tasks like feather sticking. And a feature that I've added on it is this so-called saw back. That's a type of saw on the back that you can use it for sawing down like sticks and trees. So it makes it quite effective at building like makeshift bushcrafting shelters in a survival condition. And I'm not sure if you can see this, that the sawback doesn't continue all the way to the end of the back of the blade. There is one blunt area here that I kept. And what it is for is that it's meant for batoning. So you can hit it with a stick, a wooden stick, and then use it to chop and split firewood in a more effective manner. So the third one that I want to talk about is this so-called hurlbat cleaver. For those of you who don't know, a hurlbat is a type of medieval weapon that is shaped like a halberd, but is like really small. It's just the size of an average Bowie knife. And this weapon that I designed is a combination of that type of hurlbat and also a type of meat cleaver. So as you can see, the edge is not as short as that of a hatchet or a hurlbat. Is longer, and this is designed primarily as a throwing device, just like the hurlbat. As you can see, there is a spike at the top, a spike at the back. The longer edge also makes it easier to stick on the target, so it makes it a bit more effective somehow. And you can also stick on the target with the back end, which is also a pointy end, just like a lot of other throwing devices like shurikens do. So the fourth one is gonna be the Grand Curve Cleaver, which is kind of funny weapon. I mean, in terms of its design, the handle is slightly curved forward, the blade is slightly curved backwards, or not just slightly, quite significantly this time, and is designed to be a brutish chopping sword that will be very suitable for characters like dwarves, trolls, and orcs because of their brutish characteristics. So this will be quite handy in a type of fantasy context like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit type of context if those characters were ever real. And the fifth one is called the Dadao. The Dadao is essentially a scaled down version of the Chinese military sword, the Dadao, but historically speaking, they come with a lot of different variations. Some have got cross guards, and some have got like S-shaped ones. Some are straight, some have U-shaped cross guards. I mean, some essentially have no guard, just like this one. And this scaled down version is also meant to be just like the hand and a half machete is meant to be used either one-handed or two-handed, and it's also meant to be used as either a weapon or a tool, depending on what situations you're facing. So as you can tell that it has a point, but it has no back edge, no false edge in this, what do you call that? In this area, so it can thrust, but it's not gonna be good at thrusting. It's still gonna be primarily a cut and chop oriented device. So the sixth one is called the Falcatita. It's essentially a scaled down version of the Celtic Iberian falcata, but with a knuckleball added on it. So it makes it quite suitable for use in like close quarter combat inside indoor areas like buildings, trenches, and inside ships. It can also be used as a tool, considering that the blade is quite similar to that of the kukri. As you can tell, the thinner bits can be more suitable for fine tasks like feather sticking, and this bit near the tip can be more suitable for chopping through anything that's hard like bamboo, wood, and other stuff like that. So it will be quite suitable for a type of survival, I mean frontier type of context, I'd suggest. And this is a really odd, the seventh one, I mean, is a really odd kind of blade design. It's called a rounded tip. What it essentially is that it's a scaled down version of a military shovel. And can you see that this bit in the middle here, that's not meant to be a big hole. It's meant to be a wide, shallow fuller. So it can be used as a digging device, just like a shovel, and the all around edge, the round tip here will also make it quite suitable for throwing. You can attach a rope to the hole in the back of it, to this hole, and then use this as a throwing device to practice a type of like rope throwing type of task. And also the wide shallow fuller in the middle can also make it quite suitable for being used as a cooking device. Just like the military shovels were being used for cooking eggs and bacon during campaign, when soldiers don't have that many stuff to cook with, they don't have that many tools. This wide fuller here will also do the same job, is what I suggest. So the eighth one that I'm gonna talk about in this video, also the last one, because yeah, I've also designed other ones further down here, but I will save it for a next video. So the eighth one here, the kukurito, is essentially a scaled down version of the kukri, and it's also got some features of a karambit here. The hilt is essentially the hilt of a karambit. That means it's got a hole here that you can stick either your index finger or your pinky finger in, depending on if you're using it like a traditional knife. I mean, like blade upwards or blade downwards like a traditional dagger. And as you can see, the blade shape and the overall profile is also very similar to the Falcatita above it. So they're meant to do a similar task. They're meant to function in a similar way, but the biggest difference is that the Cucurito is meant to be more scaled down and is meant to be easier to carry and lighter. So that's pretty much all I have to say in this video. Yes, out of focus again. That's pretty much all I have to say in this video. Thank you for watching.